Hello everyone. Today's topic of learning is India Equalisation Levy 2.1. India has been one of the forerunners in adopting many BEPS action plans and the digital taxation was no exception. In year 2016, India introduced 6% equalization levy. Let us consider this as version 1.0 on digital specified services received by a non-resident not having a permanent establishment in India. In year 2020, India has introduced a version 2.0 of the Equalisation Levy, which extends the scope of such levy to non-resident e-commerce operators providing an e-commerce supply or a service. Companies that are not covered by the Equalisation Levy 1.0 and whose turnover is more than INR 20 million, that is roughly 260,000 US dollars. Further, amendments was brought in the year 2021 in the Union Budget 2021 with retrospective effect, where the applicability of levy and the definition of e-commerce supply has been further clarified, giving it an avatar of Equalization Levy 2.1. So, what are the features of an Equalization Levy 2.1? They are, that is, it is to be charged at 2% with effect from 1st April 2020 on the consideration received or receivable by a non-resident e-commerce operator, and the consideration is not taxable as royalty or fees for technical services. Where e-commerce supply is provided to a person resident in India, a non-resident that undertakes transactions that are specified, that is sale of advertisement targeting an Indian customer who accesses internet protocol located in India, or sale of data collected from a person who is resident in India or who is using an Indian IP, and finally person who buys goods and services using an Indian IP. E-commerce operator means a non-resident who owns, operates or manages digital or electronic facility or platform for online sale of goods or online provision of services or both. E-commerce supply or service, online sale of goods, online provision of services provided, online sale of goods or services facilitated by e-commerce operator. For the purpose of defining e-commerce supply or service, online sale of goods and online provision of services shall include one or more of the following activities taking place online. That is, acceptance of offer for sale, placing the purchase order, acceptance of the purchase order, payment of consideration or supply of goods or provision of services partly or wholly. It is important to note that such a levy is a unilateral measure and may not be included or envisaged in the tax treaties with India, and thereby not being eligible for a foreign tax credit in the country of residence. So, what are the next steps? Well, step 1 is, if you are a non-resident doing business with Indian business houses or customers, get yourself analyzed for Equalization Levy 2.1. Step 2, check if the payments coming to you are getting tax withheld in India and whether you have a valid permanent account number. Step 3, take a position on Equalization Levy 2.1 and accordingly undertake compliance and payment of Equalization Levy. Hope you found this video useful and were able to learn something new. For further details about Equalization Levy, you can reach out to us at the following details. Until next video, zooming out.